Tshwane Mayor Randall Williams says Action SA is trying to sabotage his administration. He's refuting claims of flouting the Municipal Finance Act with a 26 billion rand unsolicited tender. Williams says the allegations are unsubstantiated and there is no tender. He says the project is an investment that was aimed at curbing rolling blackouts and creating jobs in the city. ENCA's Govan Whittles attended the briefing. He joins us with more on this. Govan, hopefully we can get some clarity from you, as this seems to be quite a confusing story. What did the Tshwane Mayor say about the allegations against him?
The Tshwane Mayor says that while Action SA believes that this is a deal to secure energy from this private consortium, and they objected to it on that basis, what it actually was a 26 billion rand investment proposal that he wanted to take to council, with the initial step involving the leasing of land to this private consortium for the construction of gas turbines. Now, Action SA say they stopped the deal because the mayor didn't consult with them about the consortium, who had given him an unsolicited investment proposal. The mayor said he moved ahead on the unsolicited proposal because it was for investment and it wasn't an official bid, therefore not governed by Treasury's Note 11, but it has caused a fallout within the city. And the mayor says he's done nothing wrong and he's okay with being investigated, but he does believe that they need to repair the relationship with Action SA. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
Yesterday, there was a press release held by both Action SA, or rather media briefings held by both Action SA and ANC pertaining to Tuesday's council meeting. I'm here today to refute the allegations made by both of these parties as well as the EFF. Let me start by saying I was immensely disappointed in the conduct of Action SA, who supposedly one of our coalition party members. They started a press conference yesterday by talking about their commitment to the coalition government, and then ended with a resolution to remove me as mayor of that government. It is notable that the sentiments expressed yesterday were by the national leadership of Action SA, not their caucus leader in Tshwane. After Tuesday's council, I immediately called a meeting of the mayoral committee caucus on Wednesday morning, particularly because I wanted to engage with my team. At no point during the meeting did the Action SA MMCs, which are MMC Abel Tau, MMC Peggy de Bruin, or MMC Andre Leroux, express a lack of faith in my leadership.
Govan, what did he say about the use of public land?
That's really at the center of this, and says that the city has the right to consider these proposals for leasing of public land, and the initial step was just for that in the council. Randall Williams, the mayor of Tshwane, they're describing an apparent breakdown in the relationship with Action SA, and he says that since his administration has been running the city, they've acted more like an opposition party, and here he's accusing them of creating claims about corruption over a matter which is only about the leasing of public land for the construction of these turbines. But it's not just any land. This land is right next to abandoned power stations. Although they're not abandoned, they're not operating, and the city is currently paying, it says, 300 million rand a year for its maintenance and the salary of staff at the power stations. And so the reason why this land is valuable is because the inlet to supply power to the Tshwane grid is right there at those power stations, and building a gas turbine right next door would put the company in prime position to then bid for an independent power producing contract to supply power to the city of Tshwane. It's something that the city of Tshwane says it will do. It does intend buying power from independent power generators to bridge the gap and try to insulate the city from load shedding. But Randall Williams says that Action SA has jumped the gun here and accused him of wrongdoing when he was only trying to take the report about public land to council. But of course, there's still the matter of him deciding to go ahead with this proposal, even when the other coalition partners did not support it. And that seems to have created significant friction to the degree that we've seen statements from the IFP saying it's concerned about the developments within the coalition in Tshwane. And then another supporter of the multi-party coalition is the Patriotic Alliance. It's not a formal partner, but it's released a stronger statement saying Randall Williams is not fit to be the Tshwane mayor. It's clear the DA will continue to back him up here. But let's have a look at what he had to say about this contract and the land that was to be used for this project.
We decided to then use the municipal asset transfer regulation because there was a request by the consortium, by the investors, to lease the property. There are stands, there are valuable land next to the two power stations. And again, we've issued the council report. Now, that is the report that was tabled in council. And what the municipal asset transfer regulations provide is that if there is a proposed lease on council land, the first thing you must do, you must go out on public participation. That was the decision that council had to take. So it had nothing to do with the investment. There's no law that says in South Africa you have to approve an investment. That does not exist in South Africa. So what was before council was there was a request to lease land from council.
That was our reporter Govan Whittles bringing us that story.